All right, we're back with the part 2 of a very, very long video series.
Okay, so the next question we have is your job at the College Level Writing Center fun?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I think every tutor here would agree that it is the most enjoyable job we've ever had.
It definitely is for me, and I've had a lot of jobs, like probably 6 or 7 at this point in my life, and this has been the best one. I've been here the longest. It's just a relaxed environment. It's not really that stressful, and it's really rewarding.
Yeah, and it's like we're a family here, so we always rely on each other to have fun and laugh and everything. So that goes with another question. What are some of the funny moments you've had at your writing center?
That's tough. We do like to have a lot of fun here.
Yeah.
There are a couple tutors that you can always count on to have a really funny YouTube video pulled up, or they're playing a funny song or something on the computers when we're not tutoring, of course.
I always look forward to coming in and finding a new comic strip on the bulletin board or a little cartoon. We all have pretty much the same sense of humor since we all love writing. So most of our comic strips are about writing in some way, and it always makes me laugh coming in and seeing them.
And then the third question that kind of goes along with that is, what was your most interesting experience while working at the Writing Center? And when you've been here for as long as we have, it's hard to pick one out. Do you want to share yours?
Yeah, I think I've had a lot of interesting experiences, but overall I think my favorite ones are when I'm working with a student from another country who are learning English as a second language, or their third or fourth language, and you learn a lot about their culture. So it's not like you're just reading their paper, you actually learn about them and you make a connection with someone that you would have never met before, and you can see the differences in how they grew up or how they learned to write compared to how we learned to write, and I really enjoy that.
I would say that some of my most interesting experiences, well, in addition to working with international students, have been working with students who come for some of our extra events. So part of my job is to do publicity and to plan some events at the Writing Center, because we do have enough resources and enough of a presence on our campus that we're able to do that. So last year we started a program called Lunch and Learns, and they are on Fridays, one Friday a month for about an hour. We have a professor or graduate students come in and just share an interesting topic that they're working on or researching. And so we've had some really cool talks, and people have come from all over campus to hear each other talk about these things. The first one we did was about digital literacy, and we had like 30 or 40 people come just to hear this English professor talk about digital writing and learning to translate writing into the online environment. So that was a really good one. My personal favorite was when we had an English professor come to talk about comic strips and superheroes and graphic novels, and why we don't really see much of those in high schools and in college. We tend to stick with literature and novels, and that's not true of every university, but it's still pretty popular it's a popular idea to think that graphic novels aren't literature, and so people are trying to change that, and I just learned so much from that discussion.
Also, recently we had one about video games, and a lot of times in school we don't emphasize video games at all, so that one would have been interesting. Can you tell us a little about that?
Yeah, we actually had 2 doctoral candidates, meaning they're trying to become professors, trying to get their PhDs. We had 2 of them come in and talk about video games and how they can teach people in Middle Eastern countries to learn English, but also to learn American culture. So one of them was studying learning language. It's called language acquisition when you're in college, but it really means learning a language. So one of them is studying language acquisition, kind of from like a theory standpoint, but the other one is actually making a video game, like he's building it with a team of students our age. So he actually had pictures on the screen of what the video game looked like and how it worked, and how you advance, and if you can die in the video game. I didn't really follow all of it, but it was really interesting, and the whole point of the game is to have fun, but also to learn English and to learn culture. So that was really neat.
So here at the Writing Center we have a variety of interesting stories. It's just a matter of remembering them all.
Yeah. Alright, so we're going to stop this video and go on to the next one.